Hi guys. Okay, so I tried making a vlog earlier and yeah, okay. So I don't want to look at myself and be like self-conscious about my looks because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in the social media and stuff, social media space and stuff, right? But I need to tell you, my mouth is lotioned. I don't want to go glossy because like I'm at home, I'm comfortable, you know. My face moisturized. I'm still yet to shower. Came back from work like maybe an hour or two ago. It's cloudy outside actually. I wish I could show you guys, but the lighting is so great because the clouds are like whitish. So giving me like, excuse me, giving me like a good lighting. So I want to introduce myself, mainly because I know in the past videos I've just been like, oh yeah, no. But I did say my name actually when I was saying something about my brother and I was like, oh yeah, my brother called me by my name. So Ikamalam, my name is Balisa Sitole, right? I started this YouTube channel just to do something out of the ordinary for me, do something that I've wanted to do. It's just that I really didn't know how to do it or what's the best way to do it. And I'm realizing now that like the only way that I can figure out how to do it is for me to actually do it. So why not actually just do it and post content, and whenever I get an idea of a video, then I just do it. So that's what I'm doing. So what am I gonna talk about today? I'm gonna talk about myself. But I'm gonna talk about myself in a way that's supposed to motivate you, whoever you are, wherever you are. It's supposed to motivate you. And even if maybe you don't fully relate to my story, you know, you could learn a thing or two about my story, and then you could also better understand how to support your friend who has a similar story to me, you know. So I'm not sure if I posted the video where I explained that at the age of 11, I lost my parents. I lost my mother. At the age of 5, I lost my father, right? So I lost my father. So firstly, it started with me losing my grandmother from my father's side of the family, who used to spoil me rotten. And then I lost my father, who, yeah, who used to love me and protect me and stuff. But there's also like a different story with him. I haven't fully unpacked that story within myself, so I can't just like share it with anyone because like I need to unpack it within myself so that I know how to properly unpack it with you guys. I'm just gonna clear the camera a bit. Better, right? So I'm making chicken and rice and it's gonna be so delicious. So my father died when I was 5, and my mother died when I was 12. When I was 11 in grade 7, I was about to turn 12 in October. And yeah, why that? Why the loss of my parents? Because I've always wanted to be a motivator, or to motivate the kids without the parents. I want to motivate the kids in general, but like there's a different struggle that kids without parents face, you know. And each and every person has a different story, you know. But like, you know how we all as human beings have a point where we just connect and where we can just understand each other's stories. So I'm hoping that this like gives you hope, and just for you to not give up, or don't give up, right? So after losing my mother at the age of 12, I did not grieve her. I did not grieve her at all. I was angry. I was really angry. Like, I was so angry because, like, why me? You know? At the time, I was like, why me? Right? And then 2017, I finished grade 12. 2018 was like a year where I decided to upgrade, you know, because like I just wanted to go to uni and stuff. And then 2019 to 2022, I went to uni, completed my degree and stuff, right? So how did I do that as someone who doesn't have parents? So my mother, when she was still alive, both of them actually, you know, they introduced me to this life that I also just wanted so bad. Both my mother and father wanted like such a great life for me. I remember like growing up, I thought I had it all. I really had it all, you know, because for me what I had was enough. Like I had it all. I was a child full of love, full of laughter. I was a creative child. I was just like a happy soul. Like I was such a happy person, right? So my mother, I'll speak more about my mother because like I have more of her memories with me than I do with my father. But I know the memories are there. It's just that there's some things that I still need to go through for me to access those memories. And I think my brain is not ready yet. I'm not sure. I think so. So my mother, she wanted like so many great things for me. You know, every time her and I would speak, like she'd always be like, oh yeah, this is how beautiful you look. Once you go to grade 12, she wanted to take me to a private school and like would have conversations about like me going to a private school. Mind you, she even got like unemployed, but like she still wanted a good life for me, you know? So even when things like were not looking great, her wanting that good life for me, it also made me want that good life. So like I wasn't like an overachiever, you know, but like I was an overachiever, like in my own way, because like in me overachieving, I didn't like neglect the part of like dancing and everything, because like I've always just been so creative, you know. So dancing and music has always just been like music, singing, dancing and everything has always just been something like that I like the most, like something that I'm passionate about, you know. It's something that like I've always had passion for. I've always loved music from like a very young age. So yeah, I was an overachiever. I was like, I would participate like in the school choirs. I was like the leader. I would do well in school, whatever that was happening in school, mind you, I would be there. If there was an event and they needed some kids to help, I would be there. If there was a teacher's pet, I was the teacher's pet. Like if there was anything, I was that girl, right? Obviously, I couldn't like fully connect with like my age mates because like they were a bit different and I was a bit different, you know, like I wanted everything. Like I wanted everything. I still want everything even now. So like, and I got that from my mother because like she wanted everything for me, you know, like she, whatever that like I showed interest in, she'd be like, yes, do it. And like, you know, she would like hype me up and everything. I remember being so young, not knowing how to speak English. And like I just speak gibberish, like blah, 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 blah. And she was like, yes, my child can speak English. Everyone else would look at her like, is this bitch crazy? But my mother was like, that's my child. Like my mother planted this seed within me of like just wanting to be successful, you know, of like, she made me believe that like I can do anything in this world because like I just can, like I'm her child, like I just can. So even when I did not have parents, I still held on to that hope of, you know, that hope of my mother wanted this for me. So like it's like I was doing it. Wait, my rice. Let me show you guys my rice. This is my rice. It's still boiling, and my chicken curry. Okay. So as I was saying, you know, she wanted all of those things for me. Therefore, I ended up wanting all of those things for myself too, because like, I guess they were possible for me because, you know, my mother showed me, or mama told me that like, anything that I wanted was possible for me. It's a little bit spicy. I'm trying to learn how to thicken my soup, but that's delicious. And I think I'm done cooking the chicken. Actually, I am done cooking the chicken. I love the flavors that the vegetables add into like a chicken curry or chicken stew or something like that. Like, I just love the flavors. So yes, so to every kid out there with no parents, or maybe you come from like a different background, and not like by me saying kid, like I'm not only like speaking like about like teenagers, I'm speaking about people in their 20s and their 30s, their 40s too, you know, because I truly believe that we all have our gifts. Like, we all have our gifts that we came with into this world, you know. Like, we have this thing in my home language where, like, my grandmother, I don't know who used to say this, my grandmother in primary school, I used to hear it a lot, that like when everyone is born, we are all born, you know, what is this, what do you call this in English? But like, we're all born like with like tight fists, you know, holding on to something. And what do you think you're holding on to? I think I was holding on to a dream. Like I just held on to it, and like I came into this world, and like I was just like holding on to that dream, and you know, like that dream, I just held on to it. So I want you to hold on to that dream. I want you to envision that dream. See yourself getting to that destination. And I know the how can be complicated sometimes, but do anything, do just about anything to get to where you need to be. If it means doing something that you don't like, it's only for that moment. Like, it's only just for that moment. Like, you do something that you don't like only for that moment, but it's going to lead you back to what you like, because like, that's just how life is, you know. You first like get lost, and you know, as much as you're still getting lost, it's not like you're just getting lost, you're doing something that you don't like. You're also learning new skills, you know. You're learning how to engage with people, you're learning different things along the way, so that like when you get to your actual gift or your actual passion, then you already have all those things that, you know, you learned from doing something that's different from your passion, right? I remember my friend and I were having this conversation. It's something that I said on my first video, that, you know, the kids who were born into like rich families, their parents raised them to be stars, you know. Like, they raise them, they give them the skills to be stars. Like, or even like, if maybe someone is like, they want to be an entrepreneur, their parents raise them to be entrepreneurs, you know. So they get all those skills from a young age. Unfortunately, for some of us, we learn those skills in our adulthood. And you know what, there's nothing wrong with that, because like, as much as like we learned those skills in our adulthood, there's some skills that we also learned in the past that like helped us to get to where we are right now, you know. Like the strength, the resilience, the just holding on, bruh, like being faithful, holding on to a dream, even when you get lost. You know, sometimes you get lost in the noise, in everyone just being like, oh, do this, do that, do this. And when you don't have parents, then you don't even know who to trust, because, you know, like the people that you're supposed to trust are no more. So then you end up just following whoever. But whatever path that you take, it's still gonna lead you back to that road. It doesn't matter, because like, there's only like, the goal is there. It doesn't matter which way you take, the goal is there. Whatever way that you take, make sure that it's a goal that is not self-harming. More than anything, we need to like learn how to take care of our bodies. And I mean, when you are going through a depressive state, you are gonna self-harm in most cases. Or if you're going through something, possibilities of you self-harming are quite high, you know. But I want you to remember that, like, as much as like it's so painful in that moment where it goes like for like years or months, and it just feels like so hard, so heavy, one day you would look back and you'll be like, it actually wasn't that bad. It was bad, yes, but I've survived and it's good, you know. So that's all that I just wanted to share with everyone. Bye, take care.